If you're watching this video, you're probably a lot like me and you absolutely love the Steam Deck. You might also be like me and the Steam Deck has completely taken over your life and has actually become your default console. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about a controller that I picked up a couple months ago that has become my default controller for the Steam Deck. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, smash that like and subscribe button. Today I want to talk about none other than the Hori Steam Pad controller. Now, this is not a sponsored video, guys, ladies and gentlemen. This is not sponsored. Hori did not send this over. I picked this up on my own free will with my own money on Amazon because I am a fan of the Steam Deck. And slowly but surely, the Steam Deck has become my default console. I have this thing docked all over my house. I have 2 to 3 different docks, one for my living room, one for my bedrooms, and I just move my Steam Deck at will wherever I want to play, and I have my controller that I just bring along with me, and it really has become a console-like experience. A lot of games, especially like I've been going back and playing a lot of old Xbox 360, PS3 generation of games, and the Steam Deck is perfect for that. So I have the Hori Steam Pad controller. What's the actual title of this thing? The HORIPAD, the wireless HORIPAD for Steam. I picked this thing up a couple months ago, and I didn't want to be like one of those YouTubers that pick it up and like 3 days later give you a review. No. I've been sitting on this thing for a while because I wanted to actually just put this thing through the paces and see how I liked it compared to other controllers. Now, I use a lot of different controllers. For regular PC gaming, I use the 8-Bit Do Ultimate controller. I love this controller. This has been my default PC gaming controller for about 2 years now. And then around the same time I picked up the Hori Steam Pad, I also seen this recommendation on another YouTube channel, and I picked up the Easy SMX controller, which is basically has the Xbox 360 layout or the Xbox controller layout, and it has all mechanical buttons, Bluetooth. It comes with a dongle. You can use it on PC and Steam Deck. So I got both these controllers about the same time, maybe a week apart, and I've been playing with both of them over the course of the past month. And I kind of want to give you my thoughts on the controller and which one I actually prefer. Now, this is my review of the HORIPAD because as I was playing more and more, I started just playing more with the HORIPAD and not the other controller. Now, the other controller is phenomenal because it has, vibration and rumble and all that great stuff. But the HORIPAD, I just found myself picking up a lot more. One thing, I love the feel of this controller. It's so smooth. Like, a lot of people will pick this up and right away you'll be like, "Oh, this feels kind of cheap. The plastic feels kind of cheap. It's really light." But I love the feel of the controller. It is so smooth. It's slick. It has a little bit of texture in the back, but for the most part, it's slick. One of the things I dislike about a lot of modern controllers is this grippy plastic that they have on the back of the controllers. All the new Xbox controllers have it. The PlayStation controller has it a little bit. The Hori gamepad has it. They all have this really grippy texture, and that's fine for a while, but I much prefer a smoother controller. In fact, I actually take my Xbox controllers and sand down the back to make them smoother. Maybe it's just a generation I grew up in. Back in the old days, all of our controllers had that smooth plastic. But I was playing with this thing for quite a while, and I really love all the features. Like I said, does not have rumble, but what this thing does have is all the buttons necessary for your Steam Deck. And what I mean by that is you have your Steam controller button. You have your quick access button. The quick access button is phenomenal because if you press the quick access button, you guys know if you're playing on Steam Deck, if you press the quick access button, the menu will pop up and you'll be able to go through and change your frame rates and all that stuff. This controller allows you to navigate that through your couch, where if you're using another controller, let's say an Xbox controller, an 8-bit Duo controller, you can't do that because there is no buttons that allow you to do that. You have your start, you have your home button that will act as the Steam button, but the quick access button here gives you the ability to navigate those menus that you can't navigate using a regular controller. And I think that is really, really important, being able to navigate your frame rate. Like, hey, maybe I want to turn FSR on. Maybe I want to see what, the frame rate is running at. How hot is my Steam Deck running at? You can access all that using the quick access button. And that really was the game changer. Like I said, I have my Steam Deck kind of connected to multiple different rooms in my house, and I really just kind of sit on that couch back there that you see behind me, and I have a big TV on the wall, and then I just dock my Steam Deck and I turn this thing on. You just simply just hold the button, it connects Bluetooth, and it goes wherever the Steam Deck goes. So if I bring the Steam Deck into the bedroom and play in the bed, guess what? It connects. I don't have to reconnect it a million times. It's connected. And when it connects to the Steam Deck, it automatically identifies as the Hori Steam controller. So all the buttons, like the quick access button, everything is there. There is also different triggers in the back. You can hook this up to PC. You can hook this up to different things. It does come with a long wire. It comes with a dongle. You can hook the dongle if you want to play it on PC. You can connect it through the USB wire to also play it on PC. I use this strictly as my Steam Deck controller. I basically turn my Steam Deck into a console. I literally turn my Steam Deck into a home console, and I have all the branding. I got the Steam Deck, I got the Steam Deck controller. I'm actually thinking about picking up a second one of these things. So if I have a friend over, or maybe if my wife wants to play something like It Takes Two, I have two of the Steam controllers that we can pick up and play. So slowly I started moving more toward this and less with this. Yes, the rumble is great with these other controllers. Yes, this doesn't have rumble. You do have the micro buttons in the back, the macro buttons in the back that allows you to have that quick, quick access to certain buttons. Just all the features that I want is on this controller, and I really, really love that. I love the fact that you can have your gyro if you just touch it, and you can move in different directions. Like, this really ended up being a controller that I just started using more and more. I thought the D-pad was really good, and I think this was a really good first step for Hori and the Steam team over at Valve to release a second Steam controller. I never used the first Steam controller. I see a lot of people doing comparisons to the first Steam controller. I never used the first Steam controller. It always kind of like was daunting to me the way that thing looked. But this looks like a more traditional controller, and I picked it up because I was really, really wanting it. And like I said, I've been playing this thing nonstop for about a month now, and really started falling in love with it more and more just because of the features. Because if you have a PlayStation 5, you want a controller that can allow you to use the features for the PlayStation 5. The DualSense does that. If you're playing on the Xbox, you want a controller, the Xbox controller, to be able to access the features that the Xbox allows you. Well, if you're playing on the Steam Deck, you want to be able to have a controller that allows you to use the access features that the Steam Deck has. So by using this controller, everything is there right on the screen, right? Like, you just press the button, the quick access comes up, you press the button, the Steam button comes up. Like, it just, everything is right there. This was made for the Steam Deck, and I love that. That's what I love about it. All these other controllers, whether it be this controller or the 8-bit, these are all fantastic controllers. But guess what? If I want to check the frame rate, I got to get up, walk over to the Steam Deck, hit the access button, check the frame rate. I don't want to do all that. Guess what? I can do it with the Steam Hori controller. I really like it. A lot of people, it might not be for everybody. A lot of people are really hell bent on wanting rumble. It doesn't come with rumble. A lot of people want certain things from it. And I also admit each gamer is completely different. Each gamer is going to want something different from this. But if you are someone who has got a Steam Deck and you want a controller that you can sit back and play in dock mode and be able to access all your features on the Steam Deck, then this is absolutely the controller for you to pick up. I think this controller is phenomenal. It's a little pricey. I gotta be honest with you. That's the one thing that's preventing me from getting a second one right now, because it's a little pricey. I believe it's $59. It is a little pricey, but I absolutely love it. I love the way it feels. I love the way the buttons are. I love the way it has all the access to the buttons that I need. It really is like a controller that I am super happy that I picked up. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is my thoughts on the Hori SteamPad controller. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free, write them in the comment box. I will try to answer as many questions as possible. I tried to not do so many controller reviews because it really depends on the person, but I'm also one of those people that like to look up controller reviews. So hopefully I can add a little more input on the controller that some people may not have was able to find. So I highly recommend the controller. I'm willing to answer any questions you might have. Please do me a favor, smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching.